Tom.
Hello everybody, Tom Fox here. Welcome back to more Shovel Knight, Specter of Torment. In the last episode, we went to the slime-covered Lost City and recruited Mole Knight. In this episode, well, before this episode begins, actually, I managed to do the tower climb minigame from Horus, the Headless Knight in the room all the way to the upper left. And, well, since it's randomized every time and there's no, like, set way to do it, I will say I used the grind gear to help me with, like, to help me speed up on the vertical or the horizontal portions. I did do that and I recorded it so I could show you what the prize is for when you're finished with it. Oh my god, I did it! Victor! Got to the top. Now, what is my prize? That better not be it.
I'm impressed. You have bested my challenge. Well done.
1,700 gold. All of that for 1,700 gold. Well, it was a fun challenge, but next time, Horus, a more substantial reward. No, there was already enough reward for one day. Now that we got that out of the way, let's jump on in. Dr. Rise here and says, "Now then, puppet, out with it. Where shall I send you next?" He's gonna send us to the Iron Whale to fight Treasure Knight. Are you sure you want to go to the Iron Whale, underling? Yes, sir. Please don't call me underling. It's very mean. And here we are inside, well, outside, I suppose, the Iron Whale. The Reaper cometh. Right off the bat, we already have a new mechanic. Well, an old mechanic repurposed. And that is the little electric bauble in the water there. Use that as a way to boost yourself up, but it also moves about in the water when you hit it. So you're about to see here, it also can stand underwater if it's limited to there. We also see that draining the water causes those eels to go nuts. If I can, I'd like to take this guy out. I'm also gonna show off what the Risky Raiment does. If I happen to die, then I'm not going to activate it again because it does require you requires you to make the a checkpoint. It requires you to break a checkpoint is what I mean to say. It is very useful, however, because I managed to get all the way to the end in my practice run using the Risky Raiment. While the Risky Raiment was active, I should say. Anyway, you come up to the, over the top here, and you are able to get your first red skull of the level. You could use the that little electric bauble there to get up there. Here we see our good friend, the shellfish. You make them go into the shell, you whack this. They go everywhere. Whack it again. Whoops, okay, well, maybe that wasn't a good idea since I kind of wanted the treasure up there. I don't think I can get to it now. Nothing really of much value there, just, you know, your standard fare treasure. Might be able to get that one? Well, at the very least, I got those. But you're supposed to use the shells to break those those blocks of dirt and grab yourself some more treasure. Here we have the metal variety, which are indestructible. If you just drift down over here, jump, you can get that. And you want to time this right so that the hermit crabs, the robotic hermit crabs go by you. Jump up here, wait for that guy to go by, drift down there, and just lightly go across with a gentle touch. A feather touch, if you will. Alley-oop. This part up here really isn't that bad. Like, you see it there, it's like, oh god, it's surrounded by those crab enemies. Well, if you break this, they just kind of come out, and you can just cling onto the left wall here to avoid them altogether and just grab the red skull. At this point, you should have 3. Anyway, here we are. Now, you can see the symbol in there is different. If we break it, we still get our usual fare of the gems, and the gems that would be in there, plus 1 pink gem, and if we jump into it, we get ourselves a power-up. Now, this power-up, it reduced my health by half. However, I'm gonna go ahead and use, like, say, I'll use the scythe. My darkness is slowly refilling itself. On top of that, we have a new attack. You go ahead and hit do your standard attack. It launches out a fireball in front of you. Now you can see that it instantly killed the last eel, but it took 2 hits on this eel to actually do in. The reason for that is because the hit with the scythe and the hit with the fireball each count as their own hit. So if you get it in just like the right spot, then you can end up getting 2 hits for the price of 1 on an enemy using that. Come over the top here just to get the pink gem. Come down here, hit this. If you want that red skull, do not kill this tentacle right away. You want to jump over it so that way you can get the boost off of it from the right side. And then you grab yourself your 4th red skull for the level. More manta rays here, more kawaii tentacles, I call them, because they got like very, very cute looking eyes. It's impossible to make this jump from here, so you're gonna want to come all the way around to here. Kill this tentacle. Go back up and then drop down on these bubbles and then jump back up to get to this spot over here. This will put you in this area, and you think, oh, cool, I can just go over there and grab it, right? Wrong, that tentacle's in the way, and you can't actually do any damage to it unless you're hitting the eye. So come down here, boost up. Get this pink gem for flare, boost back up, boost up again, and red skull number 5. Like you were making Captain America jokes, which I don't get because I didn't see the movie nor have I read the comics. Hail and Hydra or something like that. This is a jerkish placement. All you gotta do is jump. Similar to, ooh, that was close. Similar to Aladdin. Jump too much. You want to move quickly through here so that eel doesn't get to you. If it does, it's not the end of the world. It just makes it a little bit more difficult to get through. If you happen to hit one of the tentacles that you're trying to kill while you're going after this eel, then you're gonna have a hard time getting out of there. Got ourselves another checkpoint. So you can see it's back to normal because I'm already powered up with the risky raiment. Come over here. Ride this all the way to the top to go up here. Can't go any further. So it seems like, oh, I'll go back, right? Nah, jump, get a pink diamond. The anchors are back, by the way. Oh, and so is this. Comes closer, boom! One hit because both the fireballs and the scythe hit him at once. Same thing with the rocks here. As you can see, actually, the bottom one there only got hit by the scythe and not the fireballs. That was very weird. I've never seen that happen before. Walk through here. We got this guy. Get rid of him right quick. This guy, this gold armor throwing anchors. I would like you to come back down. Thank you. Run over here and grab this. These eels will come after you. They spawn in midair, so they just drop straight down to the water, as do you. A little bit hard to get back through them once you've already activated them, though. Not to mention, if you run back, then it's almost impossible to get that pink diamond. Jumping down here, we have... Let's see. You should be able to get this by just jumping and slashing, so up. There you go. It's another pink diamond. You can open up further, get yourself some healing, and another pink diamond. And you can jump down even further to get yourself a bomb. Open this up, get some health, and there is a chest in here. This is actually my first time discovering this chest. However, as always, it'll spawn an eel. The eels go down in 2 hits, so it's really not that difficult, but it's a little bit it's a little bit surprising whenever they show up. Anyway, just want to drop down here, avoid the spikes. Standard Mega Man fare, to be honest. Move over to the right once you're past the spikes and hit that tentacle to go back up. Although actually the tentacle isn't necessary. You can drop down here to keep going, but I'll show you why it's a good idea to come over here. Red skull. And actually, because we have the risky raiment active, we can actually get the best of both worlds here. Well, actually, the way you would get the best of both worlds is by using the shell. You smack it, hope to God it goes into the dirt blocks there, like it just did there. But if you've got the risky raiment active, you jump up, use a fireball, it'll break both those dirt blocks easy. In here we have another skeletal chicken, which is going to be useful if you weren't full on health already. Because we go over here and hey, blue chest, we haven't seen one of those in a while. And if you played Shovel Knight, both Shovel of Hope and Plague of Shadows, you know exactly what this enemy is. The strategy I like for this is to just hit the chest over and over again since you bounce off of it and you're constantly moving to the right anyway. This will pretty much, I got hit by it, all right. It pretty much makes it easier to kill like the fish enemies that are coming after you here. If you can time it right, so that way it's like in a pattern, like that. And once he's over here, you want to keep going for his creamy center right there. Eventually what he'll do is bow down, go up like that, come back, and boop. You just got to keep booping him. There we go, and he's down. Now, unlike a lot of other enemies, he drops these live fish. If you touch the live fish, depending on the size, you'll get back health in a certain amount. I want to get this gold here because I'm greedy. All right. Doing pretty good. Pretty good if I do say so myself, aside from that little hiccup there with the manta ray. You can easily jump up to that ladder here, but this is trying to show you a mechanic where you can use the fireballs from those sea anemones to anemone, sorry, in order to get up to certain platforms. Oh boy! Speaking of which, I think I can make this jump. Yeah, you can make that jump pretty easily. Come over here, and we have more bonus rooms, I believe. I don't remember what's at the end of this one, to be honest. I know Usually when I do these practice runs, I'll do the level as a practice run like right before I go to record it. Oh, right, one of these enemies. I hate these. Okay. Well, this is going to be an interesting trip back. Oh, no! All right, well, that did not go well. Let me go ahead and break these bubbles to get this thing back up here. There we go. That enemy's gonna respawn. Oh, that is way too low for me to get. I wonder, is there something I can actually do to get that? Because I really want my money back, guaranteed. I still have the mirror. I can get those. Now the question is, how the heck am I gonna get this one? I think I just screwed myself over on even beating this portion of the level in general. So you know what? I might as well just grab this, die again, and then just teleport right back here where I can get my money easily. Alright, finally got all my money back and whatnot. We come over here, bust this open. We get ourselves a Willful Wisp. It does not affect us right now because it rounds down the amount of health that you have. So I should be at 9 right now, but I'm still at 4. I did refill my health though, which is good. Also, you can see that the time before that I went here, I got the I didn't have the Risky Raiment equipped or like utilized, I should say. And I decided to take the risk and try using it for the rest of this run because I do like the Risky Raiment. It is very useful, especially if you know how to not get hit. If you can't like not get hit, it's no big deal to like use a different raiment that'll be a little bit easier. I just like using the Risky Raiment because I can dodge out of the way pretty easily. All right, actually, was there something down there? I don't recall. No, there isn't. Okay, just had to make sure. We should be on track for red skulls. Oh boy, makes like breaking blocks a little bit easier as well because you get 2 hits on them. Now, what it wants you to do is jump over to the left or to the right there to keep going. However, when I first played through this, I was drawn to the left side. I don't know if anybody else was, but like I was really drawn to the left side because the missiles were going there. I don't know if the devs did that on purpose to like draw you to the left side like that, but that's just what it did for me. Before you activate this missile, you kind of want to go over to as far right as possible just to break this. It makes it a little bit easier to get back up. Break the other one, and then you can just jump up and wall run your way back up. Should be 2 more red skulls left in this level. We already got the Willful Wisp in this level. And we also need 2 more Dark Wisps as well. Oh, God. I'm sorry for that, but I know what's coming up next, and I am dreading it. So how many of you are familiar with Big Bertha from, or was it called Big Bubba? The fish from Super Mario Bros. 3 that could swallow you whole. How familiar are you with that? Actually, it's actually more relatable to the version of it from Super Mario World, because we got that here. Doesn't eat you right away, but if it hits you, oh god, it does 2 bars of health to you. So you want to be very careful. And this is where we say farewell to the Risky Raiment for the time being. Oh wait, do I actually have... No, I do have 9. Okay, I was like, do I have 10? Oh! Because this fish is very hard to avoid, and the more health you have, the better. Oh my god, am I stuck in a loop? No, I just had to slash at it like normally. 2 health per hit on this from this thing is nothing to sneeze at. Fortunately, if you come up here, you get some health refill. And if you jump down here, you pretty much are almost guaranteed to hit there. It is possible to not take a hit from there. You got an apple here, but if you go ahead here and target and trigger the anchors, the anchors can kill the giant fish. But I just wanted to go over there to check to see if I could get the if there was anything in there I could break. Actually, it still does look like I could break something over there. No, all right. The individual square blocks always lead me to believe that I could break something in there. This is a little bit difficult if you don't really know what you're doing, but it is possible to do pretty easily. Actually, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. If you're having trouble, you can just keep clinging onto that right wall by holding right, and you can just keep jumping off it over and over again. So it's really all not all that bad. All not that bad, yeah. All right, since we don't have to worry about that fish anymore, I am gonna activate the Risky Raiment again. Plus I get bonus money for doing so. Whoa! Speaking of bonuses, ah, damn. We want to jump up here and go to the right. And here we have a little obstacle course. Now, my biggest concern with this was once I activated this missile, those anchors were gonna come down and just crush me, right? Missile's too fast for the anchors, so oh my god, I almost jumped right on the spikes. You're safe there. Get that red skull. We have all 10 red skulls for this level. No need for applause. Jump over here. Grab yourself some cool, easy money. Get rid of some eels before you jump over here. Jump down. If you're all the way to the left, this makes it a little bit easier. Because you can just kind of jump up and woo. You gotta make sure that you're not in the line of sight of that manta. Because he will knock you into the spikes if you're not careful. But if you time it out right, you can do it. If you're willing to spend a little bit extra time on the ground there, you can just knock him out with one slash. This area should look familiar. Because this was the same, this is a similar area to that we've seen in both Plague of Shadows and Shovel of Hope. Just jump up here, no big deal. Jump down, up around. Get ourselves a darkness refill, and if you bust this open, you get a chicken. Why would they give that to you here? Well, there's a checkpoint in the middle of a room, so it's gotta be boss time, right?
I just bought my ship to the surface, and I already find a beggar on board.
I'm not here for a handout. Instead, I bring a proposition. Unrestricted salvage rights and a place as the Enchantress's financier.
Oh, I'll gladly spend gold to make gold, but how could I take your word that my investment would be secure?
Our deals go beyond words. Behold the glimpse of the power she commands.
Our old friend, Treasure Knight is back with a vengeance. Because he spends most of his time in the air, you probably don't want the Risky Raiment equipped for this. And if you get too low on health, you do, oh god. If you do get low on health, you do have the skull. Oh, that was close. If you have the upgraded skull, it heals for 3, so you're safe there. Not to mention, if you have the Risky Raiment active anyway, then you get more from healing. Or I'm sorry, not if you have the Risky Raiment active. If you have the Risky Raiment active, you get more, you get darkness regen. So, the Risky upgraded skull is really useful for the Risky Raiment. Also, I think oh god! Oh, damn it, that takes 500 gold from you. It's a real bitch. Also, if you can use it in the air when he's doing his horizontal attack, that's useful. Anyway, the only real difference there was he was throwing out gold coins instead of the usual, just like using his hook. On top of that, he also used his mines more often in the bubbles than just for dragging you into the chest. Anyway, that's it for Treasure Knight. I think I called him Mole Knight once there.
Let's break camp. We can reach the pinnacle by day's end. I can already sense its power over life and death. It shall be ours soon.
Into the shadows! Lewin and Donovan back at it once again. You recognize this place? This is right where Specter Knight was sitting looking at the locket. Let's continue forth, shall we? If we go through here, we notice that the black creatures that made up those amalgamations that gave us our power-ups are in this area. You can break that open like you could in the base area there. There's no way to get up to any of the other areas as they do not exist yet at this point. This is where the dark mirror is stored. You can see it in the background there. Actually, I do want to jump down there so I can get this thing up here. Whoops! Oh, geez, that was awesome! I used Lewin to as a way up so I wouldn't go directly into the spikes. I'm gonna break these just so I can get this treasure. He's gonna, if you grab the treasure, apparently he just runs to his death. And we climb the ladder here. Use this to jump up the wall to get the 200 gem. Should be pink, but because we're in sepia tone here, or black or white or whatever, we can't really see it. Boosted our way up there. And one interesting thing about this, not only this level, but just in general, the layout of this area, there are still secrets. Like, you wouldn't think that, these flashback levels would have secrets to them, but they all do. And this is quite a lucrative one as well. If you jump over, like, all of these, you can get more and more and more treasures. Busting into there, even more treasure. Use Lewin to get a boost up there, wait for the fireballs to go down, and jump back up. This actually also acts as a guide for a later part of the level. We can see here we have one of these ball and chain knights here. All right, well, that's not what I was gonna do with him, but it worked out anyway. Might as well get him to just walk on that so he can die instantly. Caltrops are super useful, especially in, well, in something that's coming up that I won't spoil. But, Tom, you spoiled that something was coming up! It would be better if I were to kill this because I get more treasure for it, but, well, they jump into pits just so easily. I think? Oh, well, I can't actually get the boost from Lewin up there, so I might as well just climb up. Speaking of the boost from Lewin, I don't know. Hold on. Oh no, this is the other thing it's gonna teach you. Jump on this, that platform falls. All those platforms that have like the vertical stripes on, or yeah, vertical stripes on them are going to fall. So you want to get across there quickly. Otherwise, you have to go back to the last part that you went to. For some reason, Lewin can walk in the background, which I find kind of broken. Unfortunately, it's timed out well, so you don't have to like time it out. You don't have to get anxious about like how well timed out these things are. And get ourselves a live chicken. Come over here, and there's what we're after.
Is that the amulet?
It's ours, finally.
Stay where you are. That amulet has powers far beyond your control. I'm here to destroy it once and for all.
But I seek only to protect my son. My intentions are pure.
Protect him, then, by fleeing this place and never looking back.
You want it for yourself. You can't fool me. Lewin, would you do the honors? Just a moment. What if she's saying if what she's saying is true, then might we be a bit more cautious?
You would let some pompous knight tell us what we can and can't take? Who is this busybody anyway?
I am Shield Knight, and I will not let you pass. Yep, our first ever boss battle with Shield Knight. We have never seen this before in a Shovel Knight game. If she walks over the caltrop, she will take damage from it, but however, if she does her shield charge over it, she will not take any damage at all. Also, her shield attack will cause parts of the tower to collapse. You get caught underneath those, you do take damage. She's most vulnerable when she does her shield toss, though. And hitting her from the back is always a good idea. You can hit your own caltrops at her. However, once she doesn't have her shield, she does become a lot easier to hit, and she will just walk over the caltrops. She also apparently throws little coins at you. I am running dangerously low on health here, so I need to take care of this quick. Ah, damn it. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Got her. Okay. Whew. Thought I was going to die there.
Donovan, the tower crumbles around us. We must leave at once.
I never knew you as a coward, Lewin.
We'll leave once we have our prize.
Stay away! You meddle with forces you do not understand.
Please, Donovan, I'm begging you. Leave the amulet. It's not worth it. Never. Out of my way. And you won't stop me either. Have at you.
And with that, we have seen possibly the last memory of Donovan when he was alive. Let's check out around the castle to see what new things we got. We talked to Red here. My heart grows cold. I need my wife. Yada, yada, yada. He gets us the... Oh, God. Was it called the hover? I think it was called, like, the hover feather or something like that. It looks like a feather. The hover down? The hover plume. If you press A, you will hover through the air for a short time. You get at least... with the 3 bars of this, as I've found out, you can get 2 charges of floating through the air. The upgrade for this, however, is really good. If you don't have a lot of darkness for this, then it does provide, the candles do provide you with some darkness that you can use to get up here. Excellent, away we go. That Curios know me a bauble, use it wisely. I will, because the upgrade for it is really good. And in fact, I'm gonna do that now before I get the last raiment. Or the last cloak, I should say. Come over to this guy.
Curious gold pay the up powerful we make.
Let's go ahead and the Chronos coin slows time for even longer, so that's pretty good. However, Hover Plume grants invincibility while floating. This is super good because it makes things a lot easier when you're using it. Because when you're using normally when you're using that plume, you can't attack. Go ahead and attack that twice. The flame is still gold, so let's see what we get from this. And, well, you're new.
You destroyed my helmet! I guess the jig is up. Don't tell anyone I'm really a dragon, okay? I can't work as a gold armor without my helmet. What will I do? Wait, I think I get it. You're telling me to be myself. Maybe I don't need to change who I am to fit in. Thanks, Specter Knight. From now on, I'll be more proud of my true self.
So yeah, turns out that gold armor was a dragon all along, and that kind of makes me wonder if we're gonna end up seeing dragon enemies or dragon knight enemies in later levels.
I was told there'd be a banquet hall. This is a travesty. The only thing fit to order here is a complete renovation.
I forgot what voice I gave him, so there's his new one. I don't remember if there's anything else new around here. I don't think there's anything else new, so why don't we stop back over by the guy who sells cloaks, shall we? As soon as I get off this rail. I'm on a rail! Alright, bust through that wall. Actually, can you see more of our winnings in the background now? I didn't realize that volcano was active before, which I think is where the Lost City is. I can see the Iron Whale parked in the background as well, so I think more stuff becomes like, I don't know, like active or whatever, the more like stuff that you do. I didn't notice the Iron Whale in the background before, but who knows, it may have been there for longer.
We like your gold, we like your cloak. Touch it, new powers. Yes, we cloak you in darkness.
I want to extend that out a little bit more because this is the last time we're going to be talking to this guy. The ghostly garb looks more imposing and fearsome than ever before, but to no effect. If we buy it, you can see that it's constantly billowing in the wind, first of all. Second, he now has a ghostly trail behind him wherever he goes. Kind of makes me think of Castlevania. I can't remember which Castlevania, but I think it was like Symphony of the Night. On top of that, he skates. He is skating towards you as the Reaper. Anyway, we've done everything we could in this area for the time being. Next time on Shovel Knight, I almost called it Plague of Shadow, Specter of Torment. Let's say we head out to the Clockwork Tower and fight ourselves a Tinker Knight. See you all then. Later.